about that, guys. What's up, COTK kids? How y'all doing this morning? Good? I don't know. Some of y'all look sleepy out there. I mean, what are you doing? It's already 11 o'clock. You can't just be lying around, you know what I'm saying? I'm so good. Well, we have a couple announcements just for you guys before we get started this morning. First of all, we want to let you know that we are so proud of you guys for y'all's takeover videos. Those were so good! Like, what? We love them so much. They were so full of God's scripture, y'all's passion, and y'all's love. I love them so much. And second of all, if you're like, what is she even talking about? Well, don't freak out. It's okay. On our COTK app, in the kids section, we have all of our videos and all of our information right there just for you. We even have our COTK Kids Facebook page with all of our videos there too. Lastly, we have a super important announcement. Put your listening ears on. It's really important. So every Sunday at 11 o'clock, we're going to have an awesome live stream lesson just like today, just for you. We are so excited. You cannot miss out, okay? You got to be here, all right? All right. For our main event, Miss Lauren has a super roaring video just for you. All right, you ready? Let's go take a look.
Good morning, COTK kids! Are you having a great one? Yes, I hope so. Well, welcome back to COTK Kids. We have a lot to talk about, but before we jump in, I have a question for you. Have you ever had to do something over and over and over again to get good at it? Have you ever had to practice something over and over until it becomes really a habit and you don't have to think about it anymore? Yeah? Well, Miss Lauren has something like that, and it is, ready for this? My super secret awesome handshake with Mr. Bryce. Yes. Okay, so me and Mr. Bryce have been best friends for like a really long time. Yeah, like a really long time. And when we were like 5 years old, we came up with a handshake. And eventually, it was kind of hard at first, but we practiced it so many times that we don't even have to think about it. Now when we see each other, we don't even say hi, we don't do anything, we go straight into our handshake. Do you guys maybe want to see that handshake? Okay, listen, you have to learn it because when you guys come back to Kids Church, I want everybody to know the handshake so y'all can greet me with the handshake. I'm telling you, it's awesome. You're going to love it. So you have to learn it before we come back for Kids Church. Okay, are you ready? All right, I'm going to show you. Here we go. 3, 2. Okay, this isn't gonna work. Oh, I know. Okay, wait. Here we go.
My little pony is baloney.
Bryce, that's. We're.
I was doing 100,000 push-ups.
Yeah, I could tell this is not awkward
muscles
at
are
all.
sore.
Bryce, listen. I was just telling them that me and you have a super secret awesome handshake. You know that we came up with. I'm telling you, it's the best thing you've ever seen. It's like
out of 10, it's like 25.
It's like 20. It's the best. I'm telling you, I know you're gonna love it. Are you ready for it? Okay, here we go. We're gonna show you. And what? Did you see that? Best one ever. Do you guys got it? No? Do you need us to do this a little bit slow? Okay, we'll do it slower. Okay, we'll do it slower. Here we go. Yes, that's a good part right there. Snap at the end. So go ahead, grab your family, grab someone of your siblings or your parents, and try it out.
Oh, they're kind of getting it there. Right?
Yeah, I don't. That's not right. Okay, we'll show you one more time. Okay, you ready? We'll show you one more time, really slow. Here we go. What's up? Okay, go ahead, try it. Remember, we have to learn this before we come back for Kids Church. This is how you're going to greet. This is how we're going to say hello to each other.
It's going to be awesome.
Go ahead. Okay. I kind of see y'all getting it. Well, listen, if you don't have it, keep practicing. You're going to have it. And by the time you come to Kids Church, we'll all have the same cool, super secret your awesome answer.
It's gonna be awesome.
It's gonna be so great. I think that was all I needed, so.
Oh, really? Oh.
Yeah.
Remember yesterday I gave you that $20, for that Subway? You think I could maybe...
Bye, Bryce! Woo! Man, that was close. I definitely do not have that $20 for him, guys, at all. So, the really cool thing about me and Mr. Bryce is that when we first started to learn that, it was kind of hard and it took us a long time. But now, we don't even have to think about it. When we see each other, it's the first thing we do. It's a habit. Yes, a habit. Guess what we're talking about today? Can you think of it? We are talking about habits, yes, but not just any kind of habit. We are talking about, ready for it, drum roll, heavenly habits. Yes, heavenly habits. That's what we're going to call them. And today, we're particularly going to look at one guy whose heavenly habits really helped him obey God in the end. Let's check it out.
Stories of the Bible. Daniel in the Lion's Den. This is Daniel.
Oh, hey!
Who was a Jewish man who was taken to Babylon when he was very young.
Yeah.
Daniel loved God and followed God's rules. He talked to God 3 times a day and asked God for help often. Daniel served in the Babylonian king's court for many years
Yeah, I know him.
and under many kings.
Hey, Daniel.
Daniel always proved himself to be more capable than all the other court officials.
I hear you. Thanks. Well, anytime.
Daniel was serving under King Darius, and because of his great abilities, the king made plans to place him in charge of the entire empire.
Wow, okay.
The other court officials searched for some fault in Daniel, but they couldn't find anything wrong with him. He was faithful, responsible, and completely trustworthy.
Wait.
The court officials realized the only way to get at Daniel would be to challenge his faith.
Come on.
So they went to King Darius
Excuse me, Your Majesty.
and advised him to make a law that for the next 30 days, any person who prays to anyone except King Darius will be thrown into the lion's den.
I like it.
King Darius signed this law, and once a Babylonian king signed a law, it could not be overruled. When Daniel learned of this law, he went home and knelt down, as he always did, to pray in his room with the windows open towards Jerusalem. He prayed 3 times a day, just as he always had done, giving thanks to God and asking for his help. The officials went to Daniel's house and found him praying.
Gotcha.
They went to the king and reminded him of the law.
I remember.
Well,
Then they said that Daniel had been found praying to God 3 times a day.
What?
When the king heard this, he was very upset,
Get over here.
and he spent the whole day trying to think of a way to save Daniel.
wait, what?
By that evening, the court officials came back to the king and reminded him that no law signed by the Babylonian king could be overruled. So at last, the king gave orders for Daniel to be thrown into the lion's den. The king said to him, "May your God, who you serve faithfully, rescue you." Then the lion's den was sealed shut with Daniel inside. The king spent the night fasting and couldn't sleep. Then very early in the morning, the king hurried to the lion's den. He called out,
Hey, Daniel.
"Was your God able to rescue you from the lions?" And Daniel answered, "Long live the king! My God sent his angel to shut the lions' mouths so that they would not hurt me, for I have been found innocent in his sight." The king was overjoyed and ordered that Daniel be taken out of the lion's den. Then the king ordered the men who had schemed against Daniel to be thrown into the lion's den as punishment. Daniel was safe. There was not a scratch on him, for he trusted in God.
So we're learning about Daniel. Yes, Daniel and the lion's den. Now, I know a lot of you have probably heard this story before, so let me ask you this. While you were watching that video, did you find Daniel's heavenly habit? Did you see it? Did you figure it out? Daniel prayed. Yes, Daniel prayed every day. But not only did he pray every day, how many times a day did he pray? 3 times. Yes, Daniel prayed every single day, 3 times a day at his window. He had developed a heavenly habit. Now, not everyone was super excited about this. In fact, a lot of people were really jealous of Daniel because he was a great leader and a great person. And because of that, the king put him in charge of the whole nation. Yeah, the only person that was over him was the king himself. Now, I can imagine that made some people pretty mad. And so they tried to come up with a plan and say, oh, we need to get Daniel, I'm gonna get him out of here. But they couldn't come up with anything against him because he was such a great leader. Let me ask you this. Do you think that Daniel's heavenly habits had something to do with the fact that he was such a great leader and a good person? I don't know. Maybe think about it. Talk about it. But regardless, I know that they wanted him out. And the only way they could think about doing that was through Daniel's heavenly habit of praying to God every day. So they went to the king and they came up with this plan. No one should pray to anyone except for the king. And the king accepts it because he doesn't think about Daniel. It's a whole mess. And at the very end, Daniel has to decide, am I going to obey God or am I going to give in because I'm scared and I don't want to get thrown into the lion's den and things got hard? You know what I think? I think that because Daniel had developed those heavenly habits whenever it was easy and whenever it was quiet, when he had time, because he had already developed those habits, those helped him make the right decision and obey God later on. What do you think? You know, I think heavenly habits are so important because if we can develop them right now when we have time and it's quiet and there's no school and there's nothing to distract us, that later on in life when things get hard, do you think if you've developed those heavenly habits, that's going to help you when life gets a little harder sometimes? Because y'all know life gets hard, right? Yeah? Well, I think it did the same thing for Daniel. In fact, I bet while he was in that lion's den, he was praying to God right then. So how do we make these habits? That's a good question. I mean, what even really does it take to make a habit? You know, I think I have a good friend who will be able to help us out with that question. So let's check it out.
You, keep running those laps. You, don't you stop doing those push-ups. And you owe me 25 more sit-ups, and we're not leaving till all of you are done. Sir, yes, I'm missing the new Barbie Magical Girl episode for this, so y'all hurry up. See, you've made it to my training camp. I'm Chad Bradderson, and this is the Lion's Den. Here at the Lion's Den, we build big muscles, strong mental attitudes, and habits that'll last you through thick and thin. Do you think you have what it takes to make it here at the Lion's Den? Well, we're going to put your habit-forming ability to the test. I'm going to put a list of workouts up on the screen. You'll have 5 seconds to memorize them and see if you can do them. Here's the list. You've got to do 4 jumping jacks, 2 sit-ups, 3 push-ups, 5 jumping jacks, and finish on 2 sit-ups. So, you have 10 seconds to do those. If you mess up, we're doing them again, all right? Are you ready? All right, well, let's go. 3, 2, 1. Whoa, 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 whoa. I saw some people messing up. You had them out of order, or you just didn't even know how to do them. Don't worry, I'm going to put it up another time. 5 more seconds. Here you go. Try to memorize it. 4 jumping jacks, 2 sit-ups, 3 push-ups, 5 jumping jacks, and 2 sit-ups to finish. All right, 10 more seconds. Let's see what you've got. Go. All right, I saw some of y'all getting it. There's still a few people struggling. It's not down perfect yet, all right? I'm going to give you guys one more chance to look at this screen for 5 seconds. Try to memorize it. Here it is. All right, final chance at doing this. Show me what y'all got. I believe in you. And go. Alright, good job, y'all. I know this is difficult, but what I tell my guys all the time is that the more you do this, the easier it gets. And pretty soon, you won't even have to look at the list. You'll have those habits formed. You'll be great at it. I believe in you guys, but right now, I gotta get these guys out of here so I can go and watch that Magic Barbie Girl episode. Alright, back to you, Miss Lauren. Come on, Chad, let's go, boy.
Whoa, Coach Bradderson is, I mean, let's just be honest, he's a lot. But he has some really great points. You know, whenever we practice something and we do it over and over and over again, it becomes a habit. Yes, that is how we form habits, is by doing something over and over again. So here's my question for you. What are some heavenly habits that we can be working on right now? Just like Daniel, whenever things were, quiet and he could do it right then before all the craziness happened. That's kind of like our lives right now, right? What are some heavenly habits that you can be working on? Well, let's think about it, okay? Well, we know one today, and we just talked about it. That is prayer. Yes, prayer is a great heavenly habit to start with. Let's think about some others. Maybe, praise and worship. Oh, that's one of my favorite heavenly habits to have. Okay, one more. What were we learning about right before everything happened, when we were all together? It was the ultimate Bible challenge. Yes, the whole reason we did that is to help you guys develop a heavenly habit of reading your Bibles. So here's what we're going to do. I'm going to put the reading guide back up on the app, and I'm also going to put it on our Facebook. And I'll still be posting prayer stuff and some worship stuff and things like that. Maybe take some time and develop a habit of reading your Bible, of praying, of worshiping. I know you can probably think of some more heavenly habits too. I'm so excited to see what you guys come up with and the habits that you and your family develop in the next few weeks. I love you guys so much, and I hope you have the best week ever. Bye.
1, 2, 3. Oh wait, was it 4? Or was it 5? I forgot again! No! I really need to listen to Coach Bradderson. If I can make a habit of this, I can probably remember. Well, did you get it right? You did? High five, bro! Ooh, yeah! Well, we had so much fun with you guys today. But before you go, we have one more thing for you and your family. Let's take a look. Number 1, what habits could you develop to help you obey God even when it's hard? And who can help you create those habits? Number 2, what do you have to do to make something a habit? And last but not least, choose one habit that you, with the help of your family, can create by the time we meet again in Kids Church in just a few weeks. Woo! That's a lot of questions. But don't freak out. We're going to put all the questions on our Facebook page and on the app for you and your family to access whenever you need to. So you'll be good. Well, that's all we have for you today, but we're super excited to see what kind of habits you create with your family over the next few weeks. And we ain't lying. All right, guys. Bye.